How's it going, guys? Mask here. Now it's July 11th and another patch has hit Knights Chronicle. We just had a major update on July 5th. This is only 6 days later. I'm not going to complain about new content. It's great to see developers constantly putting out new content for the game, although I certainly haven't had enough time to secure the last new 2 heroes that were added to banners. But let's take a look at today's update. If you think the July 5th update was the end, think again. We have more heroes who will join us on our journey to Knights Chronicle and other events, so check out the details below. So we're seeing 3 new SSR heroes added to the game. Actually, this is not even the screen I wanted to be in. That would be this one. We're seeing Tayo. I'm going with Tayo. Chat, or you can correct me in the comments down below. I'll listen to you, but I'm going with Tayo. Tayo? Maybe Tay. Tay? Tay or Ty? Tayo. We're going with Tayo. Alright. Hot-blooded punch Tayo. A young man with a golden heart who fights for justice and hates evil. He designed his unique hairstyle and flashy costume to make a strong first impression. Though Tayo admires strength and power, he would never claim them by unjust means. Rather, he aims to grow stronger through steady and rigorous training. One day he hopes to even match the strength and discipline of his idol, the martial artist Aristo, who he has admired ever since he's first laid eyes on. Tayo is always energetic, though some people would definitely call him hyper instead. Let's open up his own tab here. Another hero spotlight is ready for us to share. We hope to enjoy learning more about our Knights Chronicle heroes. Today we introduce the coolest fighter, Tayo. Now, okay, cool. So they're not going to make us watch the video to figure stuff out. Let's check out Tayo's skills. Rampant fighter, leader skill, based on 6-star stat. Okay, that's good. Increase water/light allies counterattack chance by 20%. That doesn't have a huge impact. We have 1-2 uppercut. Inflicts damage equal to 100% of attack to one enemy. Inflicts additional damage equal to 25% of attack for each hot-blooded instinct stack. Okay, and how hard is it to get these hot-blooded instinct stacks? We have inflicts damage equal to his skill 2. It's only on a 3-turn cooldown. Inflicts damage equal to 120% attack that ignores defense to a target and 2 adjacent enemies. Increase all allies, excluding the caster's, attack by 30% for one turn, and decreases caster's counterattack chance by 50% and multi-strike chance by 50% for 1 turn. Interesting. That 30% attack buff on your whole team is pretty cool, because that's like 120% attack boost across your team. We have Hot-Blooded Instinct. This is his regular passive. He obtains 1 Hot-Blooded Instinct when attacking or attacked. Each Hot-Blooded Instinct increases critical strike chance by 25%. Landing a critical strike chance consumes all instincts. Inflicts 50% additional damage upon counterattack or multi-strike. Wow. So we're truly seeing a unit that you will absolutely be stacking multi-strike and counter-strike on, because that is crazy. And of course, does bonus damage. Sorry, it's this on his first skill. He does bonus damage as per each Hot-Blooded Instinct stack. Now his level 60 passive increases critical strike damage by 20% for 2 turns upon landing a critical strike. Stacks up to 3 times. Decreases damage taken by 70% for 2 turns and guarantees counterattack when the caster's HP reaches 50% or below, once per battle. Okay, so decreases damage taken by 70% for 2 turns and guarantees counterattack when you go under 50%. So the last time is once per battle. And you'll always increase critical strike damage by 20% for 2 turns when he lands a crit. That is wicked. Dynamite punch. Alright, not too bad. You know what? This will be cool, because we're finally seeing a unit that will really take advantage of crit. It'll be a very crit-oriented build. Crit damage will be huge. You'll probably be stacking crit damage because you're already getting the guaranteed crits build up from your passive. So we're looking at multi-strike, counter-strike, probably more multi-strike than counter-strike, and tons of crit damage. That's Tayo. Let's go back and check out what we got up next. This is cool. Anytime they add a new wind attribute, I'm just dreaming of my all-wind, Ruby-led all-wind team. Fencing tutor Jaclyn. Or Jaclyn. Jaclyn. Another hero spotlight is ready for us to share. We hope learning more about Knights Chronicles heroes. Who is Jaclyn? A wandering Delcardian. A wandering Delcardian swordswoman with a gracious manner and precise sword skills. Though she is reluctant to speak a word about her past, she once taught fencing to the children of powerful aristocrat families. It's easy to guess from her firm, commanding tone that she was a strict teacher. Rumor has it that she even tutored the famous playboy Cerdic, but she resisted his charms by staying strictly professional. She doesn't like to depend on men or anyone, and does most of her work by herself. She actually taught Cerdic? I'm also surprised someone is immune to his charms. Jaclyn really is a tough woman who you don't want to mess with. Master the basics to reach your highest potential. Basics are the most important to avoid failure. And talk about some badass art. I mean, I'm not getting distracted. Let's see here. Whew. Let's check out Jaclyn's skills. Veteran Assistant Leader skill based on 6 stars. Increase wind/dark allies multi-strike chance by 20%. Okay. Horizontal slash. 60% of attack to target and 2 adjacent enemies. 100% chance to inflict 10% additional damage if target is affected by an abnormal status. It is only 60% of attack, and it's only 10% additional damage by a normal status. That's only 70% of her attack. That's very weak, actually, as far as percent damages go. Endless Sermon. It is a cleave, but still. Endless Sermon. Second skill, inflicts damage equal to 110% of attack to 3 enemies. 50% chance to put targets to sleep for 1 turn. 70% chance to put targets to sleep for 2 turns if they have any debuffs. That's wicked. And if you max this skill out, I bet you this gets hella close to 100 and way better. This is going to be probably one of the more reliable sleeps in the game. Dividing Slash. Inflicts damage equal to 165% of attack to 3 enemies. 35% chance to stun them for 1 turn. Inflicts 8% additional damage for each debuff on the target. It is a cleave. The 35% chance to stun is kind of low. I don't know, man. These just seem extremely underwhelming for a new character, unfortunately. Jaclyn is not impressing me. 80% chance to remove abnormal status immunity from all enemies at the start of the turn. 20% chance to put a target affected by a normal status to sleep for 1 turn. Oh, that's not bad, actually. And 50% chance to remove all buffs from the target affected by abnormal status. Failure. Inflicts 50% additional damage when attacking a debuffed target. 100% chance to inflict damage equal to 100% of attack to an enemy who finishes the turn without defending or using skills. Oh, so if they were stunned. Interesting. 50% chance to force that enemy to reveal weaknesses for 1 turn. Wow, okay, you know what? Her passives are kind of bringing it back. I'm seeing the damage seep back into the kit. 50% additional damage when attacking a debuffed target. So that's going to pump that 60% up to 110. Kind of bring her on par with other people's damage. That brings us up to 160. We're looking at 260 or 215 on Dividing Slash. And these numbers are going to go up when you skill up as well. It's starting to feel better. I'm just kind of my face value. I'm not impressed, but I'd love to see her in action, and I'm definitely going to give her another chance. But not impressing me a whole lot, Jaclyn. And I think I've talked to a couple people who have said they definitely liked. They definitely thought that Edwin was stronger. So let's look at the light attribute attack type. So someone else. Hopefully, we're getting a new light nuker. Rebecca is kind of the only one we're leaning on right now. We have Seiya as well, but the only SSR would be Rebecca. The Troubleshooter Edwin, a shadow assassin from the Junta Drayden's Shadow Guild. The Master Elite Aman has ordered Edwin to conspire against Theo to worsen the war between the kingdom and the Grand Duchy. Though he is usually one of the most cheerful shadow assassins, he still frequently makes cruel or pessimistic comments. He is fastidious about his appearance, preferring to dress in a formal suit, and treats his personal hygiene with great care. He has never found a pair of gloves he wouldn't like to fit just a little bit tighter on his hands. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's learn more about him. The Trouble, we already read that. Okay, Edwin is also a part of the Junta Drayden, where Sierra is. Maybe they know each other. I'm curious to know why Edwin is a shadow assassin by the way he dresses. Aren't assassins supposed to be hidden? With his formal suit, he might attract attention. And who knew a cheerful guy like him can have twisted thoughts running through his mind? I prefer not to shake hands. I am too lazy to change my gloves again. No way. This guy's a fruitcake, man. Let's check out Edwin's skills. Runic Assassin increases light plus dark allies attack by 20%. Alright, so light and dark attack, but you're probably still going to always want to zone in on a color. But light dark, though, there's a lot of strong dark heroes in the game, so if you need light and dark. Decent leader skill. I like to see lots of more attack ones coming into the game. Ruin Mark, level 1. Inflict damage equal to 70% of attack to 2 targets. 35% chance to apply Verdict Signet for 2 turns. So we'll have to learn what that does. Inflicts damage equal to 200% of attack to 1 enemy. Increase the caster's attack by 30% for 1 turn. And critical strike chance by 30% for 1 turn. Sweet. Like self-buffs. Inflicts penetration damage equal to 120% attack to all enemies. 35% to decrease target's recovery by 100% for 2 turns. 120% to everyone on the field. An attack able to put out about 600% of your attack because you're hitting everybody. But you're at risk of counterattacks when you do hit everyone. I have a feeling that these passives are going to have to be crazy. They're super long in order for me to actually think this is, once again, a very impactful unit. Imprints Verdict Signet on 2 enemies for 2 turns at the start of the turn. Inflicts 30% additional damage and activates a special effects based on type when attacking a target imprinted with Verdict Signet. Attack, 100% chance to apply Melancholy for 1 turn. Defense, ignore defense. Support, 50% chance to silence for 1 turn. Hybrid, decrease the caster's cooldown by 1 turn. That's not too bad. So 100% chance to apply Melancholy. You ignore all defense heroes' defense. Wow. Removes 1 buff from an enemy affected by Verdict Signet at the start of the turn. 70% chance to obtain 1 barrier signet when attacking. Consumes 3 barrier signets to nullify damage taken when attacked. Obtains 3 barrier signets at the start of the wave. Alright. It's kind of cool. Little weird. That attack's called the Deadly Judgment. Kind of just like throws these ruins at you. I don't know. Like, I'm nowhere near as pumped about these units as I was Morgan or even Claude. So, if they get jacked up on the right rune set, I'm sure that they can have an impact. But let's take a look at the added new Advent Dungeon. Single player Advent Dungeon, Fist of Justice, Teo event. I think we decided on Teo. Alright, we've added a new Advent Dungeon. This is how you get Teo, obviously. I'll be checking out that Advent Dungeon in another video, just because we're not going to have time to dive into it right now. And we have the Haspiel Assault event guide here. Ooh. Cool. Honorable Heroes. Haspiel's first appearance in the game was a short cutscene that shows you what might lie ahead in Knights Chronicle. For a limited time, we'll give you a glimpse of what it feels like to battle against him in this event dungeon. Do you have what it takes to bring him down? Defeating him will get you a special item that you will need to exchange for awesome rewards. Check out the details below. Running from 7-12, 7-25. Weird, because the event seems to be out now, even though that's saying it comes out at midnight tonight. During the event period, the event dungeon is open. Collect 20 Haspiel Horns, which you can use to exchange for rewards. Go to lobby. So you go to the, so I've been here. You click on the event summon, Haspiel Assault. It pulls up this spot where you can exchange 20 Haspiel Horns for a chance at anywhere from, they're ranking it as 1st place to 5th place rewards. Really just more, it should be tiered really. But you have a chance of getting an SSR Advent to drop. This makes this one of the most important things for you to do for progression, especially as if you're someone who cannot clear any other Advent dungeons. This event is so important. Use as many entries as you can daily in this event. You want that 4-star SSR Britain. That is phenomenal. You also have a chance, tons of chances to get his spirit, which you can trade in. You'll need 120 of them to also get a copy of him. Can only be obtained until July 25th and exchanged until August 1st. Cool. Good luck in fighting them, and this is a pretty neat event. I like seeing new dungeons added that you can grind through and get a new set of rewards. It kind of adds a little freshness to the game. So we've got 3 new heroes. One of them's coming out on an Advent dungeon we have to check out, and of course, we got to grind this Haspiel event dungeon as much as possible. But those are the new updates that just hit the game today. That's only 5 days since our last huge update. It's got me really excited. I'd love to see developers who are right there, backing up their game with new content. We got tons of new players flooding in, and the game's growing. Let's hope it stays that way. But yeah, let's. I got a lot of stuff to check out. I'll be looking at the Teo Advent Dungeon, this Haspiel event dungeon, and yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you again probably later today, perhaps tomorrow. We'll see how things go. There's just a lot of stuff to do, or a lot of content to cover right now. I'm kind of excited. But yeah, grab my Facebook, Twitter in the description down below. Check me out on those. It's how you're always going to know when new content's coming out. And when I go live at twitch.tv/MasKScarin. And that's all I feel like plugging today. Check out BlueStacks. First thing in the description down below, install BlueStacks. Play it on your phone. Or play Knights Chronicle on your computer. Save your phone battery. It works better, guys. Just take it from me. But I'll get out of your hair. Stay classy.